The Galactic Academy's xenobiology laboratory buzzed with nervous energy as students from across the known galaxy filed in, each accompanied by carefully contained predatory specimens. Professor Zethkar, a towering Altarian with crystalline skin that shifted colors with her mood, stood at the front of the classroom, her surface flickering an authoritative deep blue. "Today," she announced, her voice resonating through the universal translators clipped to each student's uniform, "we study the apex predators of your respective homeworlds. This practical examination will demonstrate the evolutionary advantages that have allowed these creatures to dominate their ecosystems." Karath, a chitinous insectoid from Kepler 442b, nervously adjusted the containment field around his specimen, a razor mantis whose blade-like appendages could slice through titanium. Its compound eyes tracked every movement in the room with calculating precision. Beside him, Veltara from the gas giant Proxima wheezed through her atmospheric suit as she monitored her contribution. A phase stalker, a creature that existed partially in another dimension, making it nearly impossible to defend against. The translucent beast phased in and out of visibility within its specialized containment unit. The crystalline delegate, Shardios, had brought what appeared to be living rock, a stone devourer that could consume metals and minerals, growing larger and more aggressive with each meal. It scraped against its reinforced containment with sounds like grinding diamonds. Then there was Marcus Chen, the lone human in the class. He sat quietly at his desk, a standard pet carrier beside him. Through the mesh door, two bright green eyes peered out curiously, and occasionally, a small pink nose would press against the opening. "Mr. Chen?" Professor Zethkar's skin shifted to an amused yellow-green as she approached his desk. "I see you've brought something. Please present your specimen." Marcus stood, lifting the carrier with ease. "Yes, Professor. This is Luna." He opened the carrier, and out stepped a small, gray tabby cat. The classroom fell silent. Luna stretched, arching her back in that particular way cats do, then began grooming her paw with complete indifference to the dozens of alien eyes fixed upon her. Karath's antennae twitched in confusion. "Human friend Chen, I believe there has been an error. This appears to be a domesticated companion animal, not a predator." A ripple of what might have been laughter passed through the class. Veltara's breathing apparatus wheezed with what her species considered amusement. Professor Zethkar's skin had shifted to a skeptical purple. "Mr. Chen, the assignment was quite clear. Bring a predator from your homeworld. This creature appears to be merely a pet." Marcus smiled, reaching down to scratch Luna behind the ears. She purred, a sound that seemed to resonate oddly in the acoustics of the alien classroom. "With respect, Professor, Luna is absolutely a predator. Would you like me to demonstrate?" Before anyone could respond, Marcus reached into his backpack and produced a small battery-operated toy mouse. He switched it on, and it began scurrying across the floor in erratic patterns. The change in Luna was instantaneous. Her pupils dilated to black discs, her ears swiveled forward with laser focus. Every muscle in her small body tensed as she dropped into a hunting crouch that was pure predatory efficiency. She began to stalk. The class watched in growing amazement as this seemingly harmless creature transformed into something primal. Luna moved with fluid precision, each paw placed with calculated silence. Her tail twitched with barely contained energy as she tracked her prey with the intensity of a guided missile system. Then she pounced. The attack was explosive, a blur of gray fur, extended claws, and reflexes honed by millions of years of evolution. She caught the toy mouse in mid-scurry and in one fluid motion delivered what would have been a killing bite to its mechanical neck. "Remarkable," whispered Shardos, his crystalline structure humming with frequencies that indicated deep respect. "Such precision, such economy of movement." Professor Zethkar's skin had shifted to an intrigued orange. "Interesting, but surely this is just play behavior." "Luna," Marcus said quietly, "could you handle a more challenging target?" He pulled out his tablet and activated a holographic projection, a standard Academy training drone, about the size of a small bird, designed to test reflexes of various species. The drone materialized and began flying in complex patterns around the classroom. What happened next would become legend in the halls of the Galactic Academy. Luna tracked the drone with the patience of a sniper. When it flew too close, she didn't just pounce, she calculated trajectory, anticipated movement, and intercepted it mid-flight with a leap that defied her small size. The holographic drone flickered and died as her claws passed through it, triggering the termination protocol. The reflexes, Karath breathed. The spatial calculation abilities. Note the hunting strategy, Marcus explained as Luna returned to casually grooming herself. She doesn't rely on size or brute force. She uses patience, intelligence, and precision. A cat can calculate the trajectory of moving prey in microseconds. They have exceptional night vision, sensitive hearing, and retractable claws that remain sharp through specialized sheaths. He paused, watching his classmates' faces. But here's the really interesting part. Humans domesticated cats, but we didn't actually change their predatory nature. Unlike dogs, who we selectively bred for specific traits, cats essentially domesticated themselves. They chose to live with us while remaining apex predators. Professor Zethkar's skin was now cycling through various shades of impressed blue-green. You're saying that humans cohabitate with predators voluntarily? We don't just cohabitate with them, Marcus replied, giving Luna another scratch. We love them for being predators. We find their hunting instincts endearing. We buy them toys that stimulate their killer instincts for entertainment. The class stared at Luna, who had found a sunny spot streaming through the laboratory's viewport and was now napping, one eye occasionally cracking open to monitor her surroundings. Ao, perfect surveillance system disguised as sleep. Humans, Velterra wheezed slowly, are so comfortable with predators that you invite them into your homes. For companionship. Exactly, Marcus grinned. We're probably the only species in the galaxy that finds predators cute. Professor. Zethkar's skin had settled into a deep contemplative blue. She looked around at the heavily contained specimens her other students had brought, creatures that required force fields, energy barriers, and constant monitoring. Then she looked at Luna, sleeping peacefully in a patch of sunlight, radiating contentment while remaining ready to become a perfect killing machine at a moment's notice. Class dismissed, the professor announced quietly. I believe we have learned something profound about predators today, and about humans. As the students filed out, Marcus gently coaxed Luna back into her carrier. She went willingly, but not before fixing each alien student with a steady, measuring gaze that seemed to say, I see you. I've calculated exactly how I would hunt you. But today I choose to nap instead. That look, more than any demonstration, conveyed the true nature of the predator sleeping in the carrier, and the species confident enough to call such creatures family.